Otaze, and I represent the good people of Enugu North Central District of Enugu State. Mr. President, this motion is on national security versus disproportionate road checkpoints on the federal highways in the country. This Senate, mindful that Nigeria as a country was never challenged before, as it is presently challenged in security management and breaches with disastrous consequences calling for urgent attention and long-lasting solution. This Senate bothered that the entire national security architecture of our country has been stretched almost beyond its elastic limits, almost on all fronts, at the borders of northeast, northwest, north-central geographical zones in the northern Nigeria, and the southwest, southeast, and south-south geographical zones in the southern Nigeria. This Senate worried that as a consequence of the above-painted scenario, insurgency, religious extremism, cattle rustling, kidnap for ransom, armed robbery, and like kindred acts of criminalities has put untold pressure on our national security architecture, necessitating and compelling novel responses from the leadership of the army, police, paramilitary bodies, etc., to stem and, if not, nip in the bud these aforementioned security breaches. This Senate notes that as a consequence of uncertain and predictable security situations in the country, there arose the need to impose road checkpoints on almost all federal highways in all geographical zones of Nigeria with predictable and unpredictable consequences on commerce and free movement of goods and services from one part of the country to another and vice versa. This Senate agrees with the Nigeria Police Force, the Nigerian Army, the Nigeria Customs Service, etc., that while moderate roadblocks for reasons already aforementioned are necessary and acceptable for purposes of deterring the commission of crimes, apprehending fleeing criminals that committed one crime or the other, or transporting illegal arms, ammunition, or stolen goods through the instrumentality of stop and search, abuse of this understanding for unintended purposes is condemned and reprehensible. This Senate reaffirms its commitment to responsible policing of Nigeria, both internally and externally, as enunciated in the legislative agenda of the 9th Senate, and as at the same time, as the true representatives of peoples of Nigeria, we are not to renege in our responsibilities when the masses of this country complain that government policy meant to protect them has turned into oppressive conduct by those concerned, and which the IGP and people of his ilk may not be aware, hence this very motion. This Senate, in order to prove a likely abuse of the road checkpoints, the abuse of road checkpoints, a table of number of roadblocks, locations, the number of security organizations, and their intervals on the road using Lagos to Onitsha as an example are herein presented for proper grasp of this complaint. And this complaint here, we have from Lagos to Ore. We have Ilisan 1 checkpoint in front of Babcock University. Ilisa 2, you have police checkpoint there, and with the police the first one. Less than 300 meters from the previous one, you have Ilisa 2. You have Ijebu-Odo toll gate, customs service are there. You have Ijebu-Ife, Nigerian Police Force. You have Ijebu-Itele, Customs, Federal Road Safety, and the Army. You have Ijebu-Itele 2 again, Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Police Force there. Ajabandele 1, Nigerian Police Force. Ajabandele 2, Nigerian Police Force. Ajabandele 3, Nigerian Police Force and FRC. Ajabandele 5, Nigerian Police Force and Army. Ajabandele 6, Nigerian Police Force. Ajabandele 7, Nigerian Police Force. Ajabandele 8, Nigerian Police Force. Ajabandele 9, Nigerian Police Force on one community. Akifosile, Nigerian Police Force. Omotosho, Army. Omotosho 2, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Customs Service. Obatedo, Nigerian Police Force. Orilewo 1, Nigerian Police Force. Orilewo 2, Nigerian Customs Service. Orilewo 3, Nigerian Police Force. Orilewo 4, Nigerian Police Force. And one community. From Ore to Benin, for example, you have Ore 1, Police. Ore 2, Customs and Police. Ofusu, Army. Ofusu 2, Federal Road Safety Corps and Police. Ubogi Town, Police. Okada, Customs and Police. Okada 2, Customs and Police. Okada 3, SARS. Okada 4, Police. Okada 6, SARS. Okada 7, Army. Okada 8, SARS. Okada 9, SARS. And Okada 10, Police. Okada 11, Police. Okada 12, Police. Iwinosa, SARS. Benin Tollgate, Custom, Federal Road Safety Corps and SARS. There. Benin Bypass, Police. Benin Bypass 2, SARS. Benin Bypass 3, Army. Ugonegi, Police. Ugonegi 2, Police. Abudu, Customs. Abudu 2, Army. Omumo Agbo, Army, Federal Road Safety Corps, Police and Customs. Agbo 2, Police. Ekwoma, Police. Iseluku, SARS. Iseluku 2, Police. Akwauku, Customs and Army. Ogwashi, Customs. Okpanam, Customs and Police. Onitsha Head Bridge, Mopol. 60 checkpoints. 60 checkpoints. A traveler, the motoring public confront in order to move from Lagos to Onitsha Head Bridge. 60. You know what that means, especially this Christmas season. Accordingly, this Senate resolves as follows. 1. To appeal to the Inspector General of Police to, as a matter of urgency, review the number of checkpoints on Lagos-Onitsha Federal Highway with a view to scaling them down and all other federal highways in the country, not only as a result of the coming Yuleta festivities, but at all times from now going forward. 2. To further appeal to the IGP to direct his men on the road checkpoints to wear human face while attempting to the motoring public and eschew all forms of extortion, as is commonly alleged while carrying out stop and search, and the establishment of the validity of vehicle particulars of vehicle owners. 3. And finally, to appeal to the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA, in collaboration with Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, to, as a matter of urgency, give facelift to all federal highways in order to ease free flow of traffic, especially this Yuleta season. I so move.
Senator.
I represent Anambra Central. I'm from Anambra State. Mr. President, first of all, let me commend my colleague for bringing up this motion at this point in time. Mr. President, this motion is apt, and it has come at a time when we are looking up to Christmas celebration, which will come in the next few weeks. Mr. President, I want to give my own personal experience. Last 2 weeks, I was going to Enugu State. When I got to Amansi Junction, because of the 3 checkpoints between Amansi and Enugu, I couldn't even access that road to go to Enugu. I was there for 5 hours, a journey that would have taken me 40 minutes. But I was there for 5 hours, I had to turn. I went through Enugu-Oka Express Road. The same traffic caused by the checkpoints could not allow me to access Enugu. I had to go back to Anambra State, and I cancelled my trip. From Enugu to Lokoja, Mr. President, you see more than 10 checkpoints. From Anambra, Oka to Onitsha, you will see more than 10 checkpoints. From Onitsha to Owerri, you will meet more than 30 checkpoints. You will pass police checkpoints. The next one, after some few meters, you see army checkpoints. And this has not really abated the crime, the rate of crime in those localities. Mr. President, kidnapping happens every day and very close to those checkpoints. So I wonder what they are even stopping. I remembered in 2017, there was a circular from the CG's office, custom, that there shouldn't be any custom checkpoints 40 kilometers from the border. But now, customs are everywhere in every state. What are they checking? Are they not supposed to be at the border, at the airports? When you carry your vehicle after going through paying all the necessary fees, you take your vehicle from Lagos to Onitsha. They will come and wait for you at Asaba, wait for you at Enugu, Benin, wait for you in Onitsha, wait for you at every few meters. What are they doing on the road, Mr. President? The hardship these checkpoints are causing Nigerians, it's immeasurable. Apart from collapsing the businesses, it is also obstructing our movements. And many a times, there are so many casualties through maybe this careless shooting by the policemen and all that. So I think time has come when we need to not just stopping it by calling all the heads of these agencies to instruct them to remove all the checkpoints with immediate effect. Now we're entering Christmas period. With all these checkpoints, how would families come in for their holidays? How would they come in to assess their businesses? How would the movement of the people go through this Christmas period? Mr. President, this motion is timely and it's a motion that affects everybody. I'm talking as it affects me as somebody from the southeast. Yeah. I don't know how it affects somebody from another zone, but I think this is general and it's something everybody must condemn. And in condemning it, let us use this auspicious moment to stop the checkpoints and not know where that we need those checkpoints and what those checkpoints are doing to the economy of this country and the benefits of the checkpoints to Nigerians. As it is today, there are no benefits. Rather, Nigerians experience a lot of hardship because of the checkpoints everywhere. Thank you, Mr. President.
The Minority Leader.
Commend the mover of this motion and at the same time adopt what has already been expressed by my other colleagues who have spoken on this. I'm not going to rehash what they have said. I adopt what they have said, and I just want to add a little more to it. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, in addition to the trauma suffered by commuters on the roads and these numerous checkpoints mounted by all manners of security agencies, there's one that is very, very insidious and very, very critical that we need to also consider. What happens today is that on the road, the police will stop people in a commuter bus. They will ask them to come out, and then they will say, open your phone. If they see inside your phone that there is a transfer of any money, they will arrest that person and call him a money launderer and take him away. And sometimes all these young men who do trading and all that get caught up. Now, we are the people who are doing e-transactions, telling people don't move cash. Then you move your cash through an e-transaction, and then a security man will stop you and say he has seen inside your phone that there is a transfer. And because of that, you become their victim. And so that is part of the reasons why there must be a total change in all the things that are happening. And I want to plead that this motion be supported by everybody so that we can put the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Army Staff, the Head of Controller of Customs and Immigration on notice that we know exactly the type of extortion that is going on in this country by virtue of these checkpoints that they put. I so submit.
We should try to put some human elements. We know we're going to be discomforted by their presence, but it is normal because we have a situation where the country is actually facing serious security challenges. So, while I agree that there are so many on the road, we should not condemn them outrightly, but rather we should ask the police to be more professional and possibly reduce the interval of the police presence. So, Mr. President, while I agree partially with their point, I do not believe that their presence is a nuisance. Thank you, Mr. President.
We go to appeal to the Inspector General of Police to, as a matter of urgency, review the number of checkpoints on Lagos Onitsha Federal Highway with a view to scaling them down and all other federal highways in the country, not only as a result of the coming Yuletide festivities, but all times from now going forward. Those in favor of prayer 1 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2, to further appeal to the IGP, that is Inspector General of Police, to direct his men on the road checkpoints to wear human face while attending to the motoring public and eschew all forms of extortion, as is commonly alleged, while carrying out stop and search and the establishment of the validity of the vehicle particulars of vehicle owners. Those in favor of prayer 2 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. And prayer 3, to appeal to the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA, in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, to, as a matter of urgency, give facelift to all federal highways in order to ease free flow of traffic, especially this Yuletide season. Those in favor of prayer 3 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the Senate.